Hey everybody, welcome back to Shorty's Bug Out Bag. This is podcast number 3, and I'll talk about a couple things that I brought up last week. One being our own cryptocurrency. SHTF coin is real. I have it in my wallet, and I've decided to do a pre-sale because I have to come up with liquidity to be able to trade it against other currencies, to other cryptocurrencies. You might want to ask why I decided to come out with my own crypto. I came out with my own crypto basically for the survival community, or what I believe will be the survival community. I came out with my own crypto. I believe crypto is where the future is going. There's a lot of things happening in the world, and I believe crypto is where it's going to be at. I'm not saying not to. You definitely want to have gold and silver, things like that, inflation. I believe that in the future, because of the things that are happening, you're going to need crypto. Crypto is going to be the way that everybody, exchanges goods, their own goods per se. In 2008, when the economy crashed, Toledo, Ohio, where I'm from, came out with a thing called Toledo Trade. Toledo Trade was a bunch of the businesses in the area that got together per se, and one of my friends has a lawn care service. He used to cut all the local restaurants, and then they would give him, free trade in his restaurant credits to where if he wanted to go out to eat, he'd be able to go out to eat and need to eat for free. His whole bill. They kept track. They paid into this Toledo Trade. The thing is, I just believe crypto is going to be like Toledo Trade in the future. So I believe that people like you and me, or per businesses, will have to come up with a way to work around our great government. So there's things that are happening now, and I just believe that crypto, it's here, it's going to stay. Some people don't know what it is, that's fine. I'm not great at it, but I'm learning, and I'm here to pass on what I believe is going to be something that's part of our future. I believe that I came out with Shit Hit the Fan coin for the survival community. I want to use it as people use it for goods at my store, at my online store that will be here shortly. To maybe, hopefully, I'll talk other businesses into taking the coin. But when things really, if you believe what I've been hearing, or if you believe that something's happening in our financial markets, which it is, and it's going to go to shit, which it is, it's already there, crypto is going to be where it's at. And that's why I came out with this coin, to per se, hopefully the prepper community, maybe the homestead community, will be able to use this as a way to hedge against the inflation. Yeah, don't get me wrong, gold and silver are nice. Myself, I try to buy the silver pellets and weigh them out myself. The gram coins, or not the gram, the gram instead of the ounce. I'm not saying that you don't want ounce. Silver Eagles, things like that are nice. But the other ones, the smaller amounts are starting to be hard to come by for me to at least find online and buy. I believe crypto, you can do it from your phone. It's through the blockchain. The government can't track it. That's that's going to be one of our weapons, I believe. So that's why I came out with Shit Hit the Fan coin, SHTF. I will come out with another video on the details for the pre-sale. I am working with a homegrown knife maker in the United States. All these knives are made by hand. I'm coming out with a knife pack that will have a crypto attached to it. You will only be able to get these knives in the pre-sale. One, because they're handmade, and it will take some time to get them made. So I will come out with another video when that time arrives. Now, a little rant. I want to say I started going to other podcasts, other YouTubers' videos, and I have to say what I found was a little disheartening, it kind of irritated me a little bit. I seen a gentleman making a podcast for the Altoids can. Everyone knows from my first video, that's how Shorty's Bug Out Bag started. That's how we came out with the SHTF box. The hot box, which is a fire starting kit. Those were ideas that came up through the Altoids video. I like to read the comments and see what people have to say, and people tore this guy up. I thought it was ridiculous. So then I decided to click on some of the viewers' channels per se. They didn't have channels. They had a channel, but there was no content. So you're ripping a guy up and you have nothing positive yourself on your own channel. Nothing there. So let me just tell you, stay the fuck off mine. If I find you on my channel, if I find you being negative to anybody in that comments, or even, I don't really care, I have thick skin. I'm a lineman, I'm a journeyman lineman. We fuck with each other every day. You ain't gonna bother me by telling me my Altoids can or my shit hit the facts box is a junk survival kit. I don't give a shit. So, but stay the fuck off my channel. Stay off everybody else's channel. We have the media, we have the government all trying to tear us apart, keep us divided. We don't need it on our comments or on our channel. So please, just stay off. So that's all I had to say about that's my little rant per se. In the future channels or the future videos that I want to come out with, I will start to go over my pack, my everyday carry pack. I have 3 packs. We'll go over some of the other gear that I have that I'll go over some giveaways that we are gonna start doing for future subscribers. And I'm also gonna work on my own knife brand with another company that will be available for the public all the time. So next week when I come out with our next video, the video will cover gear. I will go over my survival tin, my Altoids tin take on it that we created ourselves, me and Ian. Our fire starting kit. I will make a video of everything that's in it and why we put in it, why we put what we put in it. I will also be going over my packs, my everyday carry pack, my 72-hour pack, and a pack that I call a sight pack. A sight pack, my sight pack weighs about 50 pounds. I watched a video today of a gentleman that was in extremely great shape. So 60 pounds to him was nothing. He said he could walk 20 miles with it. He was definitely in great shape. I'm short and fat. I could not imagine carrying a pack that size around for 20 miles. But what I can imagine is leaving it at my site and putting in the stuff that's in it to my 72-hour pack and getting out and then going back. I also want to go over why. Why do you think you need to bug out? Why do you need to fortify? Why do you need to prep? Well, let me just tell you. Things are messed up. Things are happening in this country that a lot of people don't agree with. I am certainly one of those people. There are 80 million people that believe an election was stolen. There's another half of the people that think we are now considered domestic teas, which I was told that's not a good word to use on YouTube, so I'm just going to call it domestic teas. As long as we don't go against what the government is trying to push on us, which is mandatory vaccination, things like that. It's not just that. There's other things that are going on. A lot of people believe in this great reset that I found out this last week watching videos. Another reason for crypto. But another reason to prep. Things that they believe are happening that are... Sorry. things that they believe that are happening. A lot of things are happening. With supply chain that isn't working today, we have chip shortages, we have medical shortages, we have auto shortages. You go to the grocery store, things are sold out. There's a supply chain issue, and it's not just because people don't want to work. I don't believe that bullshit. People want to work. They don't want to work with masks. They don't want to work. They don't want to work having to have a vaccination shoved down their throat that hasn't been out on the market long enough, tested to see if it's going to do anything to us for the flu, per se. So you have a lot of whys out there. Everybody's why is different. And let me just say, bugging out, really, unless you got a place to go, unless you have a place that's out of the city, bugging out is not always going to be an option. So fortifying your homestead is another option. Let me just say that right now, if you were to start prepping, to start gearing up for what's about to happen or what you think is about to happen, water and food are your main. That's what you need to live, like physically need to live. If you have medical issues, you better make sure you start taking a pill every other day, cut it in half, whatever you got to do to try to stockpile as much medicine as you can. You want to stockpile antibiotics just in case, amoxicillin, and if you're allergic to that, you might want to find something else. You want to make sure you have water storage or capable of getting water. Me, myself, I know I can't hike 20 miles tomorrow. I can't. Do I have another place to go? Kind of. But I got to get through a city to get to it. And then do I have enough? Not everybody can prep for everything that's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen. So food and water are a must. They're just a must. That's all I'm going to say that's all I have for today. Next week, I am going to go over gear. Next week, I will go over my SHTF box, my hot box, and at least one of my bags. Thanks for watching. Everybody have a great week.